Hello, my friends, and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. So I think we can all agree this year has been a year of transitions, and we're not stopping there. I've got a couple of things coming up in the pipelines that I think you might be interested in. So hang on. Okay, my friends. So, like I said, this has definitely been a year of transitions. You know, with COVID and with racial tensions and political things, we're all kind of up in arms. And, I started The Simple Sober Life as a way to kind of document my journey through sobriety. And in the past year, it's kind of transitioned into, tips and tricks on mindset and business and finance and health and all these other things. And, I've come to the realization that, what I'm trying to do with The Simple Sober Life is kind of getting all sorts of jumbled up. It's kind of getting confusing and, it's just not in the direction that I want it to be or where it started off to be. And so I am actually going to transition The Simple Sober Life back into more of a sober lifestyle type environment to help motivate and inspire other people in sobriety to, live their best life, create a cool mindset, and also follow my journey through, this awesome thing called sobriety. So that is one transition that is going to be happening with The Simple Sober Life. Now, I have also started a coaching business, and, that too has gone through a bunch of different transitions. It started off as primarily anyone in sobriety. And, that message kind of got jumbled up. And so I made a shift to sober professionals. And I really didn't have, necessary language to speak to professionals such as medical professionals and lawyers and things like that, because I've never worked in that industry. So I am shifting my coaching business into helping sober entrepreneurs. I think that I can make the greatest impact by helping them. Now, the reason you might be interested in this is I'm actually separating The Simple Sober Life from my coaching business. So I am starting a brand new YouTube channel that is solely devoted to helping sober entrepreneurs conquer a mindset, overcome fears, so that they can be more successful in life and in business. And I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be launching it in the new year, and I'll have a link down below if you're interested in following along with that so that you can improve your business and your sober life with my experience and education and things like that. I think separating the messages and separating the goals of the two different organizations will create a greater impact and quite honestly be a little more clear and a lot less kind of confusing for me, because I need things simple. I need things as simple as possible, and so hopefully that will achieve that goal. Now, there are a bunch of other things going on. One thing that has happened in the past couple of months, and I'm happy to announce I am more than 18 months sober, more than a year and a half sober, and it's been an excellent ride. It has definitely had its ups and downs and trials and tribulations, but the journey has been so cool. And, you know, I think along the way, I've helped a number of different people across the globe either move along in their sober journey or help them in business or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, I'm just kind of putting myself out there and, you know, hoping that it affects someone's life. But one of the things that has transitioned is, so this room used to be about double the size. And, you know, Katie is now expecting twins. And so they had to turn this bedroom into 2 so that Callie would have her own little space, her own little room. She's growing up and, you know, maturing, and it's so incredible to see her, you know, grow and, you know, develop her own personality and, you know, just think about things on her own, and it's awesome. And so she is going to have her own little room. And let me flip this around for a second. So you can see the wall there. Brian and I took about 3 days to tear down a wall and construct this one. And let me step outside here for a minute so you can see, you know. So we tore down the wall that was a closet from the master bedroom into the laundry room. And then we tore down that wall. You can see where the wall used to be right up there. And it was cool. You know, I got to take a hammer and tear down drywall and rip down boards and things like that. And so we tore that down. And this is now going to be Callie's room once it's all up and done. So she'll have her own little space. She'll be able to bring her toys in and things like that. And that's the new wall that we put up. You know, I have torn down walls before in the house that I owned in Florida, but I never actually put up a wall. So I think we did a pretty decent job. You know, it took some ingenuity and it took some creative thinking because the house is actually a little, in some spots, a little tilted. So over here in the ceiling, like one spot is higher than the other. So it took a little work and a little progress, and I think that's why it took so long. But you know, we accomplished it, and I felt like such a cool man, you know, working with hammers and saws and electric screwdrivers. So that's Callie's room. This is now the 3rd bedroom, you know, and that's the other side of the wall. And so the space that I'm now living in is very well cramped and in much need of some organization. So I might have to do that here in a second because it's starting to give me a little agita. But in all the space that there was, I used to be able to shoot all of my videos in there. You know, I had plenty of room to set up my camera and my lights and things like that. And now I've got to use some creative thinking on how I'm going to be able to do that. But I'm thinking about possibly rearranging, because now there are only 2 outlets. One is over here, and then there's one behind this table here, and that's it. So I might have to rearrange a bit so that I can actually utilize those outlets in the most effective way. I might work on that today. And, you know, I've got laundry in there. One of the things I absolutely hate doing is folding clothes. So my clean clothes usually end up sitting in the laundry basket while my dirty ones go onto the floor. But another transition that will be happening in the new year is that I will be getting out and getting my own place, which is very, very exciting. You know, I'm always so appreciative and so grateful to Katie for, you know, the hospitality that they've shown me over the past 1.5 years. And, you know, honestly, I could not have done it without their help. And so, you know, if you're in a position where you need help and there's someone available to give that to you, take them up on it, man. I mean, sometimes you gotta swallow your pride and, just let someone help you. And, fortunately, I had that opportunity, and, I've been able to, work towards my goals, create a really solid foundation of sobriety and, achieve my goals financially, physically, mentally. And now it's time to, get out and get back on my own. And I've never lived in a situation where I was completely on my own. I've always had a roommate. I've always had, either a partner I was living with, or a family member I was living with, or a roommate that I'd found to live with. This time, I want a place all to my own. And I'm a little nervous about it. A little nervous, I gotta tell you. But I'm also very, very excited, and it'll probably be somewhere close here so that I can, keep a strong bond and a strong relationship with my sister. Over the past year and a half, we've, really grown pretty close, and it's just really cool to see her family grow and things like that. And chances are, I probably won't have a family of my own per se. I'll probably never have kids. Maybe I'll get married, maybe I won't, I don't know. But, it's cool to have that family dynamic and that family atmosphere and that family energy. And I love it. But I'm also starting from scratch. I'm starting from absolutely nothing. Everything that I've had in life, possession-wise, I've either sold or just gotten rid of during various transitions. And so, I've got to start up from the very bottom. And I'm okay with that. Everything is kind of fresh and new, and, it's new beginnings. It's new beginnings moving around all the time. And that is super exciting. So I've started, there slowly but surely started getting things for, the new place, wherever that may be. And so I've started getting stuff. I have found an absolute love for Amazon and I'm pretty much getting everything on Amazon right now. But I have gotten a queen size mattress. That's one of the ones that are, vacuum sealed. It got great reviews, and I got it on a Black Friday sale for about $300. So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully it is as comfortable as the reviews said it would be. I also got this combo air fryer and indoor grill. My sister absolutely loves her air fryer, and it's so convenient. It's so awesome that it's really taken the place of her microwave. And under here, behind the dog toys, I got some Teflon pans. I've never really had my own pans before, so that is super cool. I'm excited about that. I forget how much that was. I think it was another Black Friday thing. I think I got like 8 pieces for $100 or so. And then I got this 32-piece storage and prep set. I think I got that from Walmart. Some metal mixing bowls, and I got 4K Roku stick. So I'll have something to watch. Now, as of right now, I don't have a TV, but that'll come in time. Right now, I'm at a point where I'm still working at the steel fabrication place, as well as building up my coaching business. So I'm at a standstill right now of really purchasing any high ticket items. I have a monetary goal in mind for when I move out, just to make sure, it's a smooth transition financially, and, just to make sure I'm comfortable and I feel comfortable monetarily when I step out those doors and into my own place. And you know, I'm excited. I'm excited. So let me show you around. It is absolutely freezing outside. And so I will probably be home most of the weekend working on business. I'm going to be shooting a couple of videos. I'm going to be working on social media optimization. I'm going to be working on some marketing. But first, I've got to get cleaned up. I've got to get shaven before I can do all that. Yeah, let me show you around. Katie has put up some Christmas decorations, and she loves Christmas. Her and our whole family just love Christmas. And you know, it creates a warmth and kind of cheeriness in the house. So I'll show you around and give you a little expose on those. So walking into the dining room, of course, Callie has her little kitchen set up, but Katie has decorations of M&Ms and little things. There's some Rolos up here on the mantle. Right below is a fireplace that is never used. And in fact, Katie doesn't even like the fireplace. It's kind of cumbersome, and these sharp edges down here are not really the best for kids. But she's got little snowmen up and things like that. She's got things along the windows and on the walls and even on the table. Seriously, Katie just loves Christmas. They love the cold weather. They love, you know, they're hoping for snow on Christmas. Little Callie has said that all she wants for Christmas is some snow. So for her sake, I really do hope that it does snow. It's calling for a possibility, but we'll have to see. We've got the Christmas tree all set up with presents underneath. Super excited about that. Again, little things on the windows, on the tables. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh. So one thing that I forgot to mention, and I can't believe I almost forgot to mention it, was I got a new car. Well, I say new, it's a used car, but it's new to me, and that's all that matters. So I don't know if you remember, but I was driving around the biggest POS in the entire world. It was an 05 Volkswagen Passat, and I love Volkswagens. They're great cars. But I got this off Facebook Marketplace, and if you remember correctly, I went to have an oil change as soon as I bought the car, and the oil people pulled me in and took me underneath the car to show me that the engine was being held up by nylon straps. So needless to say, I got royally screwed on the car, and it had no heat. And it's the dead of winter. And I drove it all through the winter last year with no heat. My sister got me an electric blanket that you could plug into the cigarette lighter so that I could actually stay warm on my way to work. But thank you to, you know, the job that I have and the sobriety that I've been able to keep, I have been able to purchase a new car. And I got a 2012 Volkswagen Tiguan. I definitely wanted an SUV, and I saved and I saved and I saved, and I was able to get it. This thing is like a champagne color. So just depending on how you look at it, it's either a little goldish or a little silverish, and it's sweet. It's got beautiful leather interior. I love the cream colored leather interior. To me, that just looks really classy. Nothing fancy, but I can hook up my Bluetooth so I can listen to my podcasts and things like that. It's got about 86, almost 87,000 miles on it. Heated seats, and the heater works. Oh, thank goodness. Now, I put the seat cover on because, you know, my work is absolutely filthy. And so I didn't want to ruin the beautiful leather seats. Although I can tell right here that where I put my arm, you know, it's getting pretty filthy. So I'm gonna have to clean that up. I might have to put something there to keep that from staining, or at least staining anymore. But I got a new car. So excited about that. So what I think I can do, instead of having to rearrange the whole room and spend, you know, a couple of hours on that, I can just kind of clean up this mess a little bit and use this wall to shoot on. I'd be able to set up lights there and there to get rid of some of this shadow over here. And I'm not going to be able to move, well I could, but I'm not going to move this changing table, but I think I might be able to just cut it out of frame, especially if I enlarge the video and do that. And then I can also probably push this over this way, and then I can cut that out of frame too. So this, I can make this work. That's exciting. Good. Then I don't have so much to do. Still need to clean up this pigsty though. So it's giving me, well, I think with this box, let's see, with this box over here, see how it's so close to the closet. So that'll be like a temporary move, I guess. Whenever I do decide to shoot videos, I can do that. So, hey, improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's what we do best. All right, so I need to make a plan. I need to focus and make a plan. So I am going to clean up this mess and then hop in the shower and shave and throw laundry in the washer and then get rolling on videos. That's the plan. One thing I started doing, and I'm actually really kind of excited about it. I just started it a couple of weeks ago. You know, I'm always into personal development and, you know, mindset things and things like that. Is I wrote a list of my goals for 2021, and I keep them in my back pocket at all times. So every time that I reach into my back pocket at work, you know, I'll keep my pens back there, pens and markers. And every time I reach in there, then I can remind myself to visualize, you know, what I want my 2021 to look like. You know, I've had such great experiences this year, and I just want to build and capitalize upon that to grow even further. And so this is a great way to constantly remind yourself of, you know, where you're going, where you're at now, and where you want to go in the future. So I highly recommend doing that. And it always helps to write them out so that, you know, your brain forms those new neural pathways. It starts making connections with what you want, and you can start visualize yourself actually achieving those and coming up with ideas and plans on how to get there. So definitely recommend this technique. So I'm not going to throw this away. I'm going to hang on to that. But, you know, there's a bunch of other crap that I need to just toss. Oh, I'm giving a presentation at the end of January, which I'm really excited about. It's for the LGBT sober community. It's a virtual summit, and I've been asked to be a presenter, which is awesome. So I'm coming up with ideas about my presentation. I'm actually going to go with the idea of overcoming fear to get more of what you want in life. So I'm super excited about that. Ideas for that presentation. I definitely need to hang on to that. So another cool thing that happened this past year was I finished the rough draft of my book and I had it printed off. Pretty awesome. It's called Of What I Can Remember. And the next step is to start going through and editing. I'm going to edit the first chapter, and I sent it out to a literary agent to try and get it published. And I got an email back saying I was rejected. No big deal. There are a bunch of other, many more literary agents out there. And hopefully once I edit the first chapter, I can spice it up a bit and, get this thing published, because that is a goal for 2021. That's trash. Keep that. These can go in. Let's shove those in there for now. Red pens for editing. Thanks to my sister Katie. She has about 500 billion pens. So we are never at a loss for a pen. Got my little Yoda. Got my little Buddha. And a silver dollar. This was given to me from my parents after I graduated with my master's degree. And they said, hang on to it, because as long as you have that, you'll never be poor. So I keep that in mind. All right, there we go, that's done. All right, now onto this section. All right, so not a total Betty, but a vast improvement. Can you tell me what movie that line was from? If you can, comment down below. So, I just got out of the shower, freshly shaved, like a baby's little bottom, and I realized it's like noon, and I'm starving. I didn't really eat a lot, I didn't really eat any breakfast, so I'm going to run and grab some Mexican food, and bring it back home and watch an episode of The Umbrella Academy. I think it's the final episode of whatever season they're on that I'm finishing up. But, you know, of course, one of the things I wanted to get done was shooting videos. And I know exactly how this process is going to go. I'm going to go and get food. I'm going to eat my food. I'm going to take a nap. You know, that's pretty typical for me on the weekends, because even during the weekends, weekdays, weekends, it doesn't matter. I'm up at like 3:30 in the morning. And so midday, especially after a hearty meal during lunch, I'm ready for a nap. And the weekends are the only time that I'm able to actually take advantage of that, unless I'm out and about doing something. But I got the room all straightened up. I have been, doing some marketing this morning. I am getting the YouTube ready for launch. So I think I've had a pretty productive morning. So I'm going to go ahead, allow myself to take that nap, kind of recharge, refresh, and then shoot the videos this afternoon. Fortunately, I don't have to get it all done today. Everything doesn't have to be done right this second. I'm really starting to try and focus my mindset on, make a plan, do the work, take small steps towards achieving your goals, and, things will get accomplished. So I'm super excited about Mexican. It's been a while since I've had Mexican. And it's probably one of my favorite foods. So I'm gonna go and do that and come back home for a little R&R before, hopping back into it. So I finally made it back from Mi Pueblito over in Rutherfordton, North Carolina. I got me some chicken and steak fajitas, came with some rice, some beans, some chips, which I'll probably throw on some cheese sauce and make some nachos. But as soon as I got home, I was attacked by the dog. So I'm like, okay, nope, you guys got to go outside. It's warmed up a little bit, thank goodness. So they'll probably be outside until after I eat some lunch and I'm ready for my nap. Because as I was driving there, I'm like, whew, All right, day's starting to catch up on me. So it's time to refresh and take a nap because we got lots of stuff to do. Or maybe we don't. There is definitely some things that I want to get taken care of today. Laundry and whatnot, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. And hopefully shoot those videos. It's starting to get pushed further and further back. But, you know, today's only Saturday, so I do still have tomorrow. In addition to meal prepping, which I'm still doing. Still doing that meal prepping. I enjoy doing that. So I'm gonna take a break, watch some Umbrella Academy, have some fajitas, and take a nap.